Hi guys, today we're going to cover the top 5 apps to help you stay organised with your house sitting.
Yes, house sitters in Australia, we really rely on these apps a lot to keep us structured and get us from A to B and make sure that we don't drop the ball.
Off they go, bags in tow. Matt and Chrissy hit the road. Maps unfold, stories.
So Chrissy, let's get into it and check out our top 5.
Number 1, which you may already be aware of, is trusted house sitters. This is essential for helping us find homes to sit for.
The thing that I really like about how the platform operates is the fact that you can set filters and you can choose date ranges and locations. You can choose sit durations and you'll only get notified of the sits that fit the criteria that you're after, so you can plan where you're going and what you're doing.
And you can message your pet parents as frequently as you like, before and during the sit.
The next app that I want to share with you that we really find dovetails nicely with the Trusted House Sitters app and being able to help us make sure that we stay organised is Google Calendar. We use Google Calendar instead of Outlook because of the functionality that we find that Google gives us in that calendar offering. Chrissy's going to go through in another video how we use our Google Calendar to keep ourselves organised because there is so much going on. We look at our calendar and we're like, everything's lined up. It's all good. We know where we're going to go.
It's organised. Google Calendar is your friend. As Henry Ford said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
What's the next top app that you would say we lean on in our list?
I would say it's a combination between Google Maps and Maps.me.
With Maps.me, prior to finding out about Google being able to download maps and offline load maps up, was the ability for you to customize maps and add pins and do everything you need to inside Maps.me. You can do that in Google, but from what I understand, if you do that in Google, it doesn't transfer over to the offline maps. So you're going to have some challenges potentially around there. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, because tell you what, these things move so fast. They're always improving and innovating. Those map apps are really huge. Help us find where the house sits are, where all of our surrounding services are. If we need to place ourselves at a cafe or a library, it makes it really, really easy for us to plan to get from A to B. And in some cases, we've also found that the locations of the properties aren't exactly accurate on the maps either.
Additionally, we also use our Google Maps to find things around the area that we want to explore. So if there's a waterfall or there's a bushwalk, then we want to know what's in the area, because we're not here solely to stay at home all the time. We want to go and see what's around nature and explore and travel. So we want to use those tools to our maximum capacity.
Now, when we're starting to look at organisation, but not maps, not calendars, how do you keep a track of what's going on with the house sit and the pet parents as far as making sure that we've got all of the needed details in a place that we can access them easily? Because as much as the Trusted House Sitters app is very helpful, there are times on some devices where it might freeze up. And if you need to get access to something quickly, then that's not very helpful. So we have a contingency for that, and it's free.
So we actually used a couple of different options. We have our phones, and we will put the pet parents' details into our contacts. But we also use a CRM called HubSpot. Now, you obviously don't need to use HubSpot. That's just a tool that we like to refer to. And part of the reason for that is because we're thinking long-term as well, and may wish to reach out to the homeowners down the track if we're in the area and come and visit them and their pets, or we may want to speak with them about a future opportunity.
We have done that quite a few times. We've been invited back. We've gone to catch up with pet parents and pets long after sits have been completed. Baxter and Klaus, we've been over to visit them quite a few times outside of house sitting and anything to do with house sitting. So the pet parents are lovely and they were very accommodating, and they've had us over for barbecues on hot summer's days. We've been there for a swim in the pool when we've been in the area. Because we travel around Australia quite a bit, it's really nice to be able to build those relationships and keep going from there. If you want to see a little bit more about Baxter and Klaus, check out that video. They are so cute.
So I know this is my forte.
Yeah, Chrissy's the money manager.
But another app that I like to use, it is a recent app that I've found. There used to be another app that I really liked, but unfortunately it's been taken away. So I have been in search for another tool. So if there's one that you love, add it down below. I'd love to have a look at them. Most recently, I've come across Money Manager, which has been really useful, and I quite like how it captures the information and it displays it on your calendar so you can actually see what day you spent the money and all that sort of stuff. So for me, I find that really helpful.
Yeah, it's great. Your previous app was
Money Brilliant.
and that I think was bought out by one of the banks and then wrapped up not long after that. It was
Yeah.
a really, really good platform and you utilised that extensively.
I did, it was fantastic. So it was a real broken heart moment when the bank decided they were going to buy them out, just take all their IP and shut it down. But anyway, that's business, I guess.
It's funny when you hear a bookkeeper getting brokenhearted about a financial app being discontinued.
Can't help it.
So thanks for joining us, guys, on our review of the apps that we use to keep ourselves organised as house sitters in Australia. That's our top 5. What are your top 5? Let us know in the comment section below. And as Chrissy said, if you've got a better money manager app, tell us about it. We're really, really keen to see that. While you're at it, you know those little buttons, the like, share, subscribe? Give them a ding.
Ding ding.